You've talked about yourself. You have discussed your education, your skills, and what you are bringing on the table. There are other questions that will follow. But before we go to the other question that might come up at an interview, I want to say preparation is key. You have to be prepared. Go even in front of a mirror. Tell somebody to ask you questions that are likely to come at an interview. We know them, right? We are aware certain questions must come at an interview. So practice in front of a mirror. But the other thing is dress for the interview. Doesn't matter if it's virtual or physical. You must dress for the interview. For graduate trainees and people that are just completing university, I tell them you don't have to have many clothes, but have one suit probably. Have one proper formal dress that you will interview with. Doesn't matter if you wash it at the end of the day and go for your second interview. An interviewer will understand you are just starting, but make sure it's clean, it's dressed up, it's ironed. So dress up for the interview. It's not only preparing for the interview that you do. Don't only go through the script. Also prepare in terms of how you appear. These people look at the physical appearance. They will not only listen to you, but they will look at you. A lot of things out here are visual. So they will see how you look, how prepared are you in terms of even dressing. If it's a physical interview, how fresh are you? Does the interviewer walk to the window to open the window when you walk in? So pay attention to those things. You have probably taken a matatu, you have walked to the interview place. Come early so that you probably go to the washroom, and if your shoes are dusty, clean them up so that when you walk into a boardroom for the interview, you look clean and smart and you are fresh. Let's move to the second interview question that may come. It may be among the first, or I don't know at what point it comes, but it will come. What are your strengths? So the interviewer wants to know, are you coming to add value? What do you know? Based on the JD or the job advertisement, what were they looking for? Do you have those strengths? So pay attention to that. And I hope by the time you sent in your CV, you had paid attention to the qualities they were looking for. So your strengths, the ones that you have indicated in your CV or some are not indicated, must come out at this point in time because you have been asked what are your strengths. So respond to this question in relation to the position you are interviewing for. For example, there might have been punctuality, flexibility, hard work, adaptation. Are you self-motivated? Are you cooperative? Are you a team player? Are you honest? So look at the advertisement and pick the strengths that relate to the job that has been advertised. For example, I would say, in terms of my strength, I am a hard worker. I am always punctual. If you are looking for somebody to give a task at 7 a.m. at an office, you will find me. I make sure I am always punctual. You will not hear me giving an excuse that there was traffic jam. I make sure I pay attention to some of those details so that you are not arguing with your supervisor about timing. Those are small things. So you need to be organized. So when you are asked about your strengths, be able to tell honestly what your strengths are. If you are a hard worker, are there things you can talk about, even if you are a graduate trainee? How many times were you ready to submit your presentations? If we asked the person that was looking at your end of exam project, Were you the person who was always reminded? Or did you submit it on time? When you are working with other team members, are you the person who is always dragging? You don't contribute. In terms of collaboration, how are you? Do you collaborate with other members? When you did your internship, if I called your supervisor, would they say that you are hardworking, that you are punctual, that you are honest, that you are disciplined, that you are energetic, you show enthusiasm, that you are self-motivated? The reason I have been talking about coaching ourselves for success, it's not only for people that are working, it's also for people that are looking for jobs. How self-aware are you? When you are asked about your strengths, do you know your strong point? So when you are asked, be sure to respond to the strengths, but based on the job application. It is important. Remember, luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparedness. Thank you.